Welcome to Mysterious Encounters. 6,000 years ago, in the land between two rivers, something impossible happened. A people appeared from nowhere, or so it seems, and in a few centuries, they invented everything. Writing, law, mathematics, astronomy, the wheel, the city, the concept of time itself. They called their land Sumer, and every civilization that followed, Babylon, Egypt, Greece, Rome, our own stands on their shoulders. But here's the question that haunts archaeology. Where did they come from? And why did they appear so suddenly, so fully formed, as if they had been given a blueprint they were never meant to share? To understand the mystery of Sumer, we must first understand what came before. The Ubaid period, roughly 6,500 to 4,000 BCE, was typical of its time. Small farming villages, simple tools, no writing, no cities, no evidence of the complexity that was about to erupt. Then, around 4000 BCE, something shifted. The Uruk period began, and within centuries the world's first cities appeared. Eridu, Uruk, Ur. Massive temple complexes called ziggurats rose from the plain. Writing was invented ex nihilo, from nothing, fully formed as a system of pictographs that would evolve into cuneiform. Archaeologists call this the Uruk explosion. It is one of the most debated phenomena in human history. There is no gradual development, no long transition. It is as if a switch was flipped. Sumer simply appeared. The conventional explanation is that this was a slow process we simply cannot see in the archaeological record. But the record is remarkably clear, and what it shows is a leap so dramatic that it has fueled every theory imaginable, from lost civilizations to divine intervention to visitors from the sky. Let us be precise about what Sumer invented. Writing, the first system of human communication that could outlast its speaker. Without it, there is no history. Law, the Code of Ur-Nammu, predating Hammurabi by centuries, establishing the principle that justice is not arbitrary. Mathematics, a base 60 system that still gives us 60 seconds in a minute, 360 degrees in a circle. Astronomy, the first star catalogs, the first predictions of planetary movement. The wheel, not just for transport, but for pottery, for irrigation, for the machinery of civilization itself. And then, the city. Sumer did not just build settlements. It invented urbanism. Uruk, at its height, housed perhaps 50,000 people, an unimaginable concentration for its time. This required new technologies, sanitation, centralized storage, record keeping, bureaucracy. The city was not just a place to live. It was a machine for organizing human life. Every one of these inventions was a first. Every one of them was foundational. And every one of them appeared in a single region, in a single millennium, from a people with no clear predecessor. Here is a mystery within the mystery. Sumerian is a language isolate. It is related to no known language on Earth. Not Indo-European, not Semitic, not Turkic, not Dravidian. It stands alone, like a signal from a vanished world. Linguists have tried for centuries to find its relatives. They have failed. Sumerian simply is, without ancestry, without siblings. This is deeply strange. Languages do not usually appear in isolation. They evolve from parent languages, spread through migration and conquest. Sumerian isolation suggests that its speakers came from somewhere else, that they were the original inhabitants of Mesopotamia, speaking a language that predates every other known tongue. Both possibilities are unsettling. Either Sumer was a linguistic orphan, or it was the parent. The Sumerians did not just invent technology, they invented story. The Epic of Gilgamesh is the oldest known work of literature, a tale of friendship, grief, and the quest for immortality. It predates Homer by 1,500 years. But more importantly, it contains themes that would echo through every subsequent culture. The hero's journey, the flood that destroys humanity, the search for eternal life. The biblical flood narrative is almost certainly derived from Sumerian sources. The Yatra epic describes a deluge sent by the gods to silence humanity and a single man who builds a boat to survive. The parallels are too precise to be coincidence. Sumer is not just the first civilization. It is the source code for the stories we still tell. But much of Sumer is lost. Thousands of tablets remain untranslated. Entire cities lie unexcavated. What we know is a fraction of what existed. And what we do not know may be more important than what we do. So why investigate Sumer? Because we are still living inside its inventions. Our laws, our cities, our writing, our concept of time itself, all of it comes from that small region between the Tigris and Euphrates. When you sign a contract, you are using a Sumerian idea. When you look at a clock, you are counting in base 60, a Sumerian decision. When you read a story about a hero's quest, you are walking a path first trodden by Gilgamesh. The mystery of Sumer is not whether they had help from gods or aliens. The mystery is how a single people in a single place at a single time could invent so much so quickly with so little precedent. The question is not whether they were visited. The question is, what does it mean that we are still using their operating system 6,000 years later without ever having improved the core code? Sumer did not disappear. It was absorbed. Babylon took its gods. Assyria took its writing. Persia took its land. Greece took its stories. Rome took its laws. And we took all of it without ever asking where it came from. The Sumerians are not gone. They are everywhere. They're in the words you are reading. They're in the time you measure. They're in the story you believe. And they are still waiting beneath the sand for us to ask the right question.